Fuck it. Fuck it.
Shining light to guide you. Oh, I'm not your savior. slice of bread, I cut a hole in it. I crack a little egg into a frying pan, and I try to get my mind turned off. I'm naked now because it doesn't really matter when the shades are down. I was born this way, I'll die this way, I don't know how I'm ever gonna tell myself the truth. I live alone, a house without a heart is not a home. I think I may destroy these things I own. I'm going back, way back to black and red inside my haunted head. I get the pressure on. I wrap myself in something that is way beyond anything my mind could get its dirty fingers on. I'm going through the motions like a champ. I take these aimless drives from 2 a.m. to 4. I live these secret lives, identities that all die off, not one survives. By morning there's nobody at the wheel. I'm out on Lake Street now. I'm coming to a red light, but there's no one around. The law sits on my shoulder and it weighs me down. It's talking in a language long since dead inside my haunted head. Gentlemen,
Shout out, do out, shout out, do out, shout out, do out, shout out, shout out, shout out, do out, shout out, do out, shout.
I'm having too much fun. My arms around the toilet like a long lost chum. I'm kneeling at the throne, I'm stricken deaf and dumb. I'm learning what it means to really pray. Tried to get cute with pain. I thought I could avoid it, thought I knew the game. But just when you get the hang of it, the rules all change, and you're doing time for crimes that don't exist. So I sit and wait till I can finally see the sense it makes. I know the sick world's bound to be explained, so I'm hanging on if only by a thread inside my haunted head.
Shout out, do out, shout out, do out, shout out, do out, shout out, shout out.
Haunted, haunted head.
Shout out, do out, shout out, do out, shout out, do out, shout out, shout
Everybody's on a total downer. All the guys are ugly and the lasses are so plain. It's a fucking shame. It's a shite hole city.
know you're not alone, 'cause everybody's out there on their own. Now I long for yesterday.
It just repeats and repeats. Just repeats it.
I started a joke which started the whole world crying, but I didn't see that the joke was on me. I started to cry. We started the whole world laughing. Oh, if I'd only seen that the joke was on me. Yeah. I looked at the sky, running my hands over my eyes, and I fell out of bed, hurting my head from the things that I'd said, till I finally died. We started the whole world living. Oh, if I'd only seen that the joke was on me. I looked at the sky, running my hand over my eyes, and I fell out of bed, hurting my head from the things that I said, till I finally died. We started the whole world living. If I could only see, oh no, that the joke was on me. Oh, me, that the joke was on me. I finally died.
Okay. I finally died. Hey, Ghost, how you doing? Oh, I need to refresh this. It said one watch on content issue. Why do you get? How is it? I've just been singing like about 2 or 3 karaoke ones, right? And it comes up content issues. Do you know what I mean? What's content issues like? It's just a karaoke song. I was the only one who was singing. It was me. I started a joke. Okay, so who's still here? I don't know if the stream went off. You're pretty good, thank you. I'm waiting for the sing off. So, wait a minute. Oh, I've got 2 thumbs down on it. I was actually just trying to see how long it had been on. I started a joke. Started the whole world living. Ba-ba-da-da. Right. Play forever. It's meant to be playing. Right. So, are you still in the chat there, Malibu? So, if you can hear me, do you want me to like phone you to come on? Can I choose a song? Yeah, you can choose a song if you want, if I know it. I could do Creep. The Radiohead one. I've got just a bunch that I saved on a karaoke thing. Oh, Beds Are Burning. I don't know. I mean, I've got that on one of my pop thingies, like, you know, the actual one, but I'll have to look it up and see if there's a karaoke one. What about that guy that I showed you, the news guy? What a state, eh? I couldn't believe it when the guy came on the advert. Telling you to wash your hands and stuff, you know? It's like that's something you were taught when you were like 3-year-old or something, you know what I mean? To wash your hands. And then some scary looking, scaly looking guy comes on TV. Like, oh, this must be important information, I better listen to this. Oh, wash your hands. Wash your hands and stay indoors. And then it starts becoming like, oh, like everybody thinks it's the fucking law or something. The stream must have went off or something because yeah, I don't know. Maybe my singing put them off. As I said.
Fuck it!
What are you waiting for?
Tommy, this is not natural, man.
It's a great outdoors. It's fresh air.
Look, Tommy, we know you're getting a hard time off Lizzie, but there's really no need to take it out on us.
Doesn't it make you proud to be Scottish?
It's shite being Scottish! We're the lowest of the low! The scum of the fucking earth! The most wretched, miserable, servile, pathetic trash that was ever shot into civilization! Some people hate the English, I don't! They're just wankers! We, on the other hand, are colonised by wankers! Can't even find a decent culture to be colonised by! We're ruled by effete arseholes! It's a shite state of affairs to be in, Tommy, and all the fresh air in the world won't make any fucking difference!
I wonder if it's saying copyright because I was showing the video of the karaoke thing or what, you know, it does that even if you're not sometimes. Okay, I won't bother showing it. Just in case. Out where the river broke, the bloodwood and the desert oak, oiled and wrecks, violent diesels, steaming 45 degrees. Time has come to say there's fair, to pay the rent, to pay our share. The time has come, the fact's a fact, it belongs to them, let's give it back. How can we dance when our earth is turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? How can we dance when our earth is turning?
we sleep while our beds are burning? Time has come to say fair's fair, to pay the rent now, to pay our share. Or we'll scare the cockatoos, drunken Tories to Yundemu. The western desert lives and breathes in 45 degrees. The time has come to say fair's fair, to pay the rent, to pay our share. Time has come, oh, fact's a fact, it belongs to them, let's give it back. How can we dance when our earth is burning, turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? How can we dance when our earth is turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? The time has come to say fair's fair, to pay the rent now, to pay our share. Time has come, a fact's a fact, it belongs to them, we're gonna give it back. How can we dance when our earth is turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? Give it back. Down, down, down. Okay. High notes. He has to call me. Cool, I've got a phone you just now then. Okay. Just checking it's not like any copyright stuff coming up. Right, just phone you then. I started a joke. Started the whole world laughing. Hello?
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Lovely singing.
Hello. Yep.
Can you hear me? Yeah. I
Did
was
you
enjoying your singing.
Oh, thanks very much. Cool.
Did I do what?
Nothing?
Is,
I started a joke. Do you like that song?
that started the whole world crying. Or was it laughing and then crying?
Yeah. I only know it, and I didn't know it before I heard the Bee Gees one. I just heard like there's the Beautiful South did a cover of it, like a B-side or something. So that was how I heard it first.
Uh-huh.
Yup.
Should we just sing Dock of the Bay?
Yeah, if you want. So we'll just like bring your computer that, and you could bring the lyrics up, eh?
Yeah, I got the lyrics.
Cool.
But I gotta take a drink of water first.
Yeah, I need to actually make a cup of tea, so.
Oh, you gotta do a cup of tea?
Yeah, so you could talk just now, or I could just put a song on. Just now.
Oh. If you put a song on, if I sing with it, will it work?
I think
Put
so.
something good on. Put on Goody Two Shoes. I want something upbeat, fun. What do you think?
I think it'll probably come up like copyright anyway, but...
But we did it before and it didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? We did it with an actual karaoke. That was fucking awesome. You didn't save that? That always save the link when we find a good karaoke track. You know?
I don't know. I've got
I can try
a
to sing
playlist of
Tracy.
a whole bunch, but I don't know if it's on. I'll have a look and see if it's on that.
I have a song that I could try to sing, but I think I've actually done it with karaoke and they've blocked it. It's a Tracy Chapman song. They fucking block the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But should I just play a song and I can play the song here and sing until you come back, or
Yeah, if you want, if it's easier for you.
I have to.
It might with the noise level, it probably work out better. Like it's possible playing it here, it might block you out a wee bit if it's I don't know how it was. How it was slightly louder.
That didn't work.
When we did
All
the
right,
singing.
When we do our I have a great idea then. When we do our sing-offs, then you mute yourself when I do mine, and I'll, because we'll have whatever. That's how we'll do it.
Cool.
Okay.
So shall I mute mine just now because I'm gonna get a cup of tea.
I guess. I'm gonna take my computer out of my room because Raina's sleeping. So we know about what happens with Raina.
Yeah.
But I've had a very stressful day and it's not pretty, darling.
Yeah.
Okay, but at least there's no chance of me. So should I just go for? I should just go for it and do like a karaoke, even though I prefer singing with like the actual person's voice in the background. But okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll mute mine when you're ready.
Mute yourself and you want to stay with me until I get ready?
Whatever.
Trying to decide what song to sing.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull up a couple. So I've got this Tracy Chapman that I could try, or if I can get that Goody Two Shoes back up. Unless you want, we can't do it together because remember it blocks out. Goody Two Shoes karaoke. Okay. Let me see if this is on. What do you vote for? Should I do Give Me One Reason? Or, we could do a few different songs and then people can choose.
That Tell Laura I Love Her one I had, it's actually like a Japanese video, I don't know who made it or what, but it was like... It was quite a cheesy video, but I quite like the pace of that one.
Yeah, it's nice, but I was making all kinds of jokes about COVID to do with Laura. Tell Laura I've
poor
COVID.
Laura.
Tell Laura I've COVID, I can't come. Tell Laura I'm in quarantine, I won't be coming. Listen, I like my humor. Okay, let me see if this is the Goody Two Shoes that I could nail.
Actually, I want to check how long I've been on because I don't want to stay on for more than like 3.5 or something.
Huh?
That's cool. It's about 2 hours. I don't want to stay on for more than say 3.5. Because if you do much longer than 4, then you can't really like edit it or anything. If you want to I don't know. Cut out blank spaces or that.
Is Ghosty still here?
Sorry.
Ghost is voting for Staying Alive.
Is he?
Ha 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 ha, Staying Alive. I couldn't really. That wouldn't be a great choice for a song for me to sing. But
Stand and Deliver.
I'm gonna do Goody Two Shoes, unless. What do you think? Should I do Goody Two Shoes or the Tracy Chapman first? You choose.
What's that one again where he goes on about the cat and goes to see the Queen and stuff? Puss in Boots or something?
Pussycat. Yeah, Puss in Boots. But it's not. That one's not as fun to sing as Goody Two Shoes to me.
Is your cat near you?
No, she's locked. I put her in the bed. She's in the bedroom. When I'm in there, quiet with the headphones on, she stays. If I get up, she comes in. She's always trying to like herd me to do something. I don't know.
I wanted to say hello to your cat.
Oh, Malibu, you'd almost pull that off. Oh, thanks. Yeah, but she's in the other room. But I'll let you know when she comes out because she usually does. All right, so slow or fast one to start with. What do you say?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Okay, screw it. I'm going with the Goody Two Shoes.
So I'm just going to mute my thingy just now.
The other one I was good at was One Way or Another, Blondie. Let me see if I can find that.
Yeah.
One Way or Another.
I had to sing that on the sort of Guitar Hero thing, because you have to sing certain songs to unlock other ones. You have to sing a lot of rubbish songs, to be honest. I'm not saying that's a rubbish one, but...
Which one's better, Let's Sing or Amigo What the Fuck? I don't know what the hell
I think
that
the
is.
Let's Sing one.
Let's Sing? Okay, let me check the track to see if I like it. I have to plug this in.
Do you know, my chat thing isn't working on the screen on this XSplitter thingy.
It's not?
So, yeah, so it doesn't really matter, because you can still chat on a phone and whatever if you're at your computer, so it just means it doesn't come up on screen.
Let me just see what this sounds like to me.
So, I don't know what's wrong with it, but...
To our fries associates. Oh, God. To our fries associates.
Sorry?
It's just a commercial. Okay, let me check this track.
What did you think of that guy I was showing you for the advert? Did you see it?
Yeah, I said he looks like a dweeb.
Yeah. I didn't see the chat at that time.
I don't know. I don't know.
It was creepy looking though, eh?
Well, a lot of them are. Okay, the song's gonna start, I think. What bloody hell's going on? Okay, that's up. And then hold on. That's up.
Okay, so I'm gonna mute mine just now, right, on the Hangouts thing.
All right. Okay. Fine. Okay. I gotta check my. Go ahead. Just do your thing. Go get your tea.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Long lead-in, I guess. All right.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna win you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna meet you one day. Maybe next week. I'm gonna meet you. I'll meet you. I will drive past your house. And if the lights are all down, I'll see who's around. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna win you. I'll get you one way or another. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna meet you one day. Maybe next week. I'm gonna meet you. I'll meet you. And if the lights are alright, I'll follow your bus downtown, see who's hanging around. another. I'm gonna lose you. I'll trick you one way or another. I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna trick you one way or another. I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna give you the slip. I walk down on a mall on the center where I can see it and puppy starts it. I walk down the mall and over the wall where I can see it all fine. And you call me to the supermarket to get specials and rapid. One way or another, I'm gonna get you. I'll get you one way or another. I'm gonna get you. I'll get you one way or another. I'm gonna get you. I'll get you one way or another. Get you. I'll get you one way or another. Get you one way or another.
Well, somebody's winded. And I wasn't even dancing to it.
What?
That song is... I love that song. That's a good song.
Hey,
what'd you think?
yeah, it was good. I heard you sing that before as well on your channel.
I never did it with just straight karaoke. But Brian Ghost was saying volume up. I don't think you could hear.
Yeah.
Could you hear that, Ghost? Well, now you
Yeah,
have to
it sounded all right to me from here, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
There isn't a volume on the Hangouts thing as such, and I've got, on the software and on the computer, I've got the volume up full.
Cool. Well, okay, now, so I sang one, now you sing one.
Yeah.
So I think here's what I think I would
I've still not got my cup of tea. I've just boiled it. I had to put more water in and boil the kettle.
Well, what kind of tea do you drink that helps your throat?
I just drink usual, sort of.
Black tea?
Tea with milk and 2 sugars.
Yeah, but what type do you do?
I don't know, like Thai Fu or
You do Earl
Tetley.
Grey?
I've got some Earl Grey, but I prefer just traditional sort of.
What's the one that starts
PG
with a
tips
B,
or
with a B that I love? Starts with a B. It's tea. I can't remember.
State love song.
It's very aromatic. The tea. It starts with a B. The smell is so beautiful. Yeah. Can't remember it. Okay. So Brian, but he doesn't know that song, Ghost. I don't think. Brian.
Yeah, no, I don't know any Stone Temple pilots.
Okay, so now since I did a really fast one, you have to do a really fast one. So yeah. I do a fast one, you do a fast one. Then I'll do a slow one, you'll do a slow one.
Okay.
And then maybe one more each, and then we'll have that will be the completion of this thing off. Okay? Why'd you say, fuck? Well, let me see.
Right. I'm just going to go and get my tea just right this minute, right? It'll just be a couple of minutes.
Well, should I sing another one?
Whatever.
I'll wait for you. Okay, wait. I'm going to look up... Oh, Brian, he just stepped out of the room, so hold on. I'm looking up the Stone Temple Pilots Interstate Love song karaoke. Oh. Paste. Interstate Love song. I met him. I was at his Ghost. I don't even hear me. I went to his wedding reception when he married the last woman, Mary. That he was. I think they might have been divorced when he died. Oh, Brian could sing this. If he just looked at it, he knows this song. I mean, I could even try to sing it, but I don't know that I want to. Let me see. Scott Whelan wedding reception at Little Door. So, are you now going to sing
Yeah, okay.
your song?
Yeah.
What song are you going to sing?
Actually, I want to do that Divine Comedy one that I've got on my karaoke playlist. Okay.
Okay, so I'll mute you so I can listen.
Okie dokie. So I'm just trying to look for it. Or actually, just do a random one. Okay, cool. Just checking I'm not muted or anything.
Wild boys are calling on their way back from the fire. In an August moon, surrender to a dust cloud on the rise. Wild boys falling far from glory, reckless and so hungered on the razor's edge trail, because there's murder close your eyes. Wild boys always shine. You got sirens for a welcome. There's blood stain for your pain, and your telephone been ringing while you're dancing in the rain. Try again. Wild boys never lose it. Wild boys never chose this way. Wild boys never close your eyes. Wild boys always shine.
Okay. Try to see if I could find that other one just now. Oh, I don't know. Are you there?
Hello?
Hello?
That was quite good, but I couldn't hear. No, that was, what's the name of that band Duran Duran. That was
Yeah.
Duran Duran Ghost.
Duran
Rest in
Duran.
peace, audio. What happened to the audio?
I don't know. Did you not hear me? No.
Oh, I could hear you fine, good, but I couldn't hear any music at all.
Yeah.
Which, that's
Duran.
fine.
Duran.
Duran.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get my my charger. God, what is wrong with my friggin' phone? All right, so it's my turn now.
Yeah. Yeah. I might still try and find the other one I was talking about.
Raina's
National
up.
Express. I couldn't find
Raina,
it.
why are you up, Raina?
Sorry.
I'm telling you, she's up again, and she's gonna dictate how I'm gonna live my life. Okay, hold on. I live my life for my cat, which is really hard on me because I need a distraction. She doesn't like it. Okay, or maybe she likes it. Who knows? You really can't say.
Yeah.
She might like the music and wants to be involved. Okay, hold on. But she never takes kindly to the. I didn't close the door all the way, but if she can't let herself out, you know,
Yeah.
she doesn't appreciate it.
Do you know what's a classic? You know what's a classic song for just now?
What?
Not right this minute or anything, but Ghost Town now.
Ghost Town by Madness?
The Specials.
Oh, the Specials, yeah. This town.
It's
is
becoming like a ghost town.
town.
All the clubs have been closed down.
That's a good one.
Too much fighting in the dance floor. Ah,
That's such a good song. I love it.
The video is
We
cool
could
as well.
try,
They're all in a car and they're just driving about at night in the video.
Okay, Raina's here. Raina, we're going to sing this. Now, this is a real stretch to attempt this with a dry throat, and I'm not drinking tea. What the fuck can I put on my throat to make it moister? What's good for moisturizing the throat?
Water, tea.
Huh?
I think tea's quite good.
Yeah, I can't do that. All right, so I guess I'm going to
Ghost
go
was
now.
asking if he can call in, so would he be on? Go through your, because I don't know how to set it up.
Do you want to call in, Ghost? Because I can put you on my iPad. Okay, call now, and then I got to get. Wait. Let me get my iPad. Don't do it. Don't call yet. Wait.
Do you know what? Do you know what I was what I talk about for a joke?
Wait, hold on, honey. Hold on. I gotta get this.
Milk for moisture. Can't hear the music at all, Brian. Volume up. Yeah, I've got it full up on the computer, and I've just got. I'm using this XSplitter, and
I have to
actually
turn my iPad on, so hold on.
I actually want to start using the Streamlabs OBS if that's any better, but when it asked me to update on the XSplitter, I just clicked no, because when I updated the thing, it was even more glitchy.
Oh, no, Ghost, because we don't even have a... I don't know how to do it, Ghost. How do I set up a Hangout? Isn't Brian has to set up the Hangout on his stream? So then... Because I'm just on the phone with him on the side. So what do I do? Oh, milk for moisture? You can call.
What about
in
that
on my
chamomile tea? Is that like milky tea or something? I don't know.
Chamomile's probably not bad. Oh God, this is on a low battery too. Why? Look, I tell you, constantly charging devices. Are you constantly charging devices?
Yeah, you were right. I think about how you were right about like the phone. You know, it's like if you I had my phone. It was at 100, and then all I did was watch a movie. And went back to it, and it was like I don't know, down to like 60 or 70, and I hadn't even used that.
Right. It's weird, isn't it? They're up to something. Okay, wait. I got to plug it. So go.
Brian, send link to
unless
Malibu.
you can tell Brian how to set up a Hangout.
So,
No, there's no link because all he did was call me. You have to. Brian, do you know how to set up a Hangouts online where you can bring the Hangouts on your stream? He can probably walk you through it.
Guess. I did it once before. I can't really remember. It was
maybe you guys should.
Pain. Hold on.
Who did you put on? Who did you have on?
I can't remember. No, I wasn't on the...
All right, while you're trying to figure that out, should I sing my next song?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to do it, guys. And we're on his Hangout anyway. Copy the link. He can add me with the person icon with the number.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do I do? I'll add you and me. Okay, I'm going to set up a Hangout with you, me, and Brian first. So hold on.
Okay, so I don't have to...
Hold on. So I got to see my people, and so I got Ghost. We're going to send a message. Oh, no, I need a separate... I'm going to add Brian to this one, Ghost. Brian, are you okay with your name being seen? Because remember, it comes up.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you... You don't care?
It's just a username. It's just a username, though, isn't it?
Well, no. I guess. I don't know. How do I set up a new one? Plus. Hit the plus. Okay, Ghost. No, it takes me to Ghost. I want to set up a new one. Why am I so retardo? Why am I retardo? Oh, new group. Okay, I got it. I'm getting there. Wait. Shit. Yeah! I made it happen. Share the linky. Enable. Enable. Let me go over here to Ghost. Ghosty. And send. Okay, I don't know if that's what you meant to do, but that's what we did. All right. So now I shall sing my next song, which will be a very difficult song to sing, but I'm going to try anyway. Oh, so there's Ghosty. So now Ghost, we need to add him to the call. So how do we add him to this call? You're going to have to do a new call, I think.
Should I do video call on the thing?
That's what it is. You hang up and make a new call.
No, I'm not sure I need to hang up.
Call on his OBS.
Hello.
It says call on your OBS.
It should be here.
I don't know. Okay, he said you have to call. Brian will have to redo the call on his OBS. So I don't know. Should I go on with my thing or not? Should I wait? What do you have to do? Do you have to go out of anything to get onto OBS?
I don't know. It should be...
Look, I'm going to start singing the song because I'm going to lose my oomph soon. Soon I won't be able to sing anymore.
Yeah.
I got to go with it now. Oh, that's the cheesy beginning. Ugh. Sorry.
Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't want to see you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Baby, I got your number. Ooh, and I know that you got mine. You know that I called you. Ooh, I called too many times. You can call me, baby. You can call me anytime. You got to call me. Give me one reason to stay, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay, and I'll turn back around.
Turn around.
Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. I don't want no one to squeeze me. They might take away my life. I don't want no one to squeeze me. They might take away my life. I just want someone to hold me and rock me through the night.
Yeah, baby.
This little heart can love you, yes, and give you what you need. I said this youthful heart can love you, ooh, and give you what you need. But I'm too old to go chasing around, wasting my precious energy. Give me one reason to stay, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't want to leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Baby, just give me one reason. Give me just one reason why. Baby, just give me one reason. Give me just one reason why I should stay. Said I told you that I love you, and there ain't no more to say. Oh, nice ending, fuckwads. Anyway.
That was cool.
Hard to sing. That's a little hard to sing with a tired voice, but hey,
Yeah.
where's Ghost?
Can you hear me okay, yeah?
Yeah, where's Ghosty? He didn't get on?
I'm not sure. I was waiting until you were finished your
It
song before I...
like he called. So if I call, I gotta. How do I add him to this call? Why am I so lame?
I think you just phone him
Okay.
like the wee...
Brian, okay, I'm gonna hang up and call back the other way then with everybody on. I think that's what I do. Here I go. Oh yeah, call us now. Call us now.
Do you want
So
me
let
to
me
hang
just-
up as well? Like,
Yeah, because I'm gonna call you the other way. Hang up.
okay.
Hey, and there's Brian.
Hey.
Now we can do this. Now you gotta. Are you using OBS? Aren't you, Brian?
No, it's actually a X-Splitter.
Okay, so however you gotta add the call on to. Oh, I gotta turn that down. You just have to redo whatever you did with the call with Malibu and just do it for us and this three-way.
But he never had me on the KISS computer screen. He only had me through the phone.
But there should be a way to do it, right?
Yeah, but I'm challenged on all that shit. I don't know how to do it.
Right. Brian, what is the software you're using?
I think I just bring it up on the
Hold
screen.
on. Didn't you already eat, Raina? Like, what's up? Hey, can I just say something? You have to be careful to tell your bud man that if you don't want a weed that's going to make you eat your whole house. Did you know that?
What?
He said, this last indica I got, literally, I could eat my whole house. It's that much of an appetite encourager. I don't
pretty
want
much
it that much of an appetite.
All weed now to me, because I've smoked for so long, that it all does the same thing to me. Sometimes I'm hungry and sometimes I'm not, but for the most part, it's all
I'm
the
much
same.
the same. I'm quite similar.
Yeah.
I've never had the munchies like this last week. Never.
I'm about to fire up this joint right now. What's left of it.
Blaze it up, baby.
Fuck yeah.
You guys are going to work out some details there so I can be silent for a minute, right?
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
And Brian, if we can establish a private hangout, then you could add me to calls easier that way.
Yeah.
If you want to take down my, if you want to send me an invite and hangouts right now.
He can send you an invite because now he has you in his hangouts.
All right. I'm going to send you in this call, in the hangouts for this call. I'm going to send you my email address.
Okay.
But then you send me an invite, and then I'll add you, and then we'll be good. There you go. That's my email.
Okay. So didn't Mal already set up a group though?
Well, that's this group. But if we have a private hangout, then you could add me if she's not around or whatever.
Yeah.
So
cool.
It's okay. It's all good. It's, if you're skeptical or whatever, that's no problem.
Yeah, no bother.
I've seen you around forever, dude. And we never really ever talked. Like I've seen you on Zero's streams before, like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just never really got to chatting.
Yeah.
But now we're friends of friends, and friends of friends should be friends, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, should I go into the Hangouts chat thingy then?
You go to the Hangouts. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's good weed. And you go to the menu system. Right. I should be able to see it in the invitations. Or you send you add somebody, right? You go to the person icon, and you type in the and under the search bar you type in that, or you can copy and paste from the Hangout into that magnifying glass, the search icon, under contacts, and you should find me.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get me to sing. I mean, it would take a lot of beers, and I don't know if I have those many or not. They are pretty strong. 8% alcohol we're talking here, so I might get there. But you guys have good voices, and mine's kind of bad. I would sing songs I know. Maybe.
No, it'd be okay though. But if you wanted to, that's what we kind of wanted to do for a wee while. Like just get a few people to sort of sing.
Yeah. No,
join,
I it's going to take a lot of sweet talk to get me into it.
So, do you need me to do that thing just now then with the Hangouts?
Did you send it already?
No.
Oh, what do you mean? You want to do it now? You don't have to do it now. You can do it later if you want.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can do that later.
All right, no bother.
I just want to cheer you guys on when you're singing the songs and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I'm chatting, I'm basically the only one chatting, and then it just looks like spam.
Yeah.
Yeah. People keep coming and going. Right now there's 5. Nope, now there's 2. You know, it just kind of bounces back and forth between.
Yeah.
You went up as high as 8 there for a little while ago. So, you know, people are coming and going, and who knows, if maybe it's Malibu's promo video if she did one.
Yeah.
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 Anyway,
don't let me. 2.5 hours I've been on, which is okay. I'm trying to keep it so, like, I think less than 3.5 probably, you know, because I find it's like if you want to edit any of it, it doesn't.
Oh no!
It doesn't let you do it if it's too long. You know, I don't want.
It's 6 hours. 6 hours. I
just
learned it. Yeah, I just learned that the other day because I fell asleep during one of my streams because I thought the music would just keep playing.
Yeah.
And then it was it played for like 3 hours, and then I think my computer went to sleep.
Yeah.
And then it was just 3 hours of dead air.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, I'll just edit it out. And then I went to go edit it out, and it was 6 hours and 46 minutes.
Yeah.
So I missed it by 46 minutes, and
Yeah.
it said no, you can only edit it after 6 hours, or no longer than 6 hours.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think mine was similar, and I had an 8-hour one once, and you know, it just sometimes you could like delete songs that are kind of like worldwide copyright, and then it, you know,
Yep,
it makes it easier. If
well,
anyone
and
wanted to listen,
it seemed like because I looked for it before, and I looked for like an hour and a half for this editing tool, and it was gone. And it seems like it's only recently come back.
Yeah.
Anyway,
should I try a quick song just now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. What do you got in mind?
Malibu off doing something.
She said she was going to mute out, but she would be listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got Divine Comedy, National Express. But, I was going to kind of bring up on screen one of the National Express is like a bus system, you know, a bit like the Greyhound.
Oh, okay.
Thing, yeah, in the UK, and it's like totally uncomfortable, you know, you're in some like cheap seat, like it's quite cheap, you know, to travel on it from like, I don't know, city to city or whatever.
Oh, it's funny that you mentioned that because I have taken a Greyhound bus from where I live in Michigan, which is, you know, that state that's shaped like a glove.
Yeah.
All the way from there to California, from California to Florida, and then from Florida back up to Michigan, all in like a 3-month period.
Yeah.
And from Michigan to California, it took like I want to say it was like 10 days.
Uh-huh.
And you're bouncing back and forth across the highway, picking up all kinds of people. You're all crammed up in there, and you got one toilet, and there's like 60, you know, one toilet.
It smells after a while.
Yeah, 45. Well, I think ours were pretty well managed and regulated, you know, between stops. So really, you know, I just never wanted to sit back there because, you know, if somebody does take a number 2, it stinks up that back end of the bus.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the ones here, it's kind of like if you don't have a lot of money, you might use it, you know, to go, I don't know, from Scotland, somewhere in Scotland, like Edinburgh or Glasgow to maybe Newcastle or something like that. But
yeah, but how long is a trip like that? How long is a trip on a bus?
I think it's just a few days. It's not as long as what you were saying. I got one once, right? I was down in like this sort of Kent sort of area, like it's lower down England, not too far from London and stuff. And I got one overnight, and it was actually for like my grand's funeral, to come up for the next day kind of thing. And
whose funeral?
Yeah, my granny, like grandmother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had to come up for the next day, so I got an overnight one. I was actually on holiday, and then I travelled up. So I had to travel up for the boat in England, like up to Scotland or to Edinburgh. And I chose one of the most uncomfortable seats because most of them recline. But a lot of people had like, their jackets and stuff there, and I just sat at the back, and they didn't recline. It's just like a straight back.
Yep.
Probably one of the worst journeys I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
You know, what I did, and this was one of those things that I made the trip fun because I knew how uncomfortable it was going to be. I'd taken a Greyhound once before, and before I made that long trip, I would I was carrying a backpack, and I could fit a 12-pack of beer and 2/5 of alcohol, into my backpack.
Yeah.
And I smuggled it on board because, long fucking trip. I mean, I was back there by the toilet because I didn't care about the smell. I was like, I need to go to the bathroom when I want to. Because when you're drinking that much, you're going to pee a lot. So I didn't care. And I sat back there, and the trip started out, quite uneventful. You're always going to have people around you when you're drinking, so you're not really going to be able to hide it, right?
Yeah.
And so, I would just kind of sneak drinks here and there. And then next thing you know, I had like this chick sitting next to me. Was like, she's like, hey, can I get a little nip of that? I'm like, you want a nip? I'll get you your own glass. And certainly enough, she did. And we went on. We had a good time, and we made a couple more stops, and then we pick up somebody else. They're like, hey, let me get one of those. And here, toss them a beer. We're all in the back of the bus, fucking getting wasted, right? And next thing you know, like basically, it's a party in the back of the bus. And every stop that we stop at, I reload my alcohol onto my backpack. Oh no, this gets even better. So somebody's got some weed. We take our breaks. Sometimes we have 20 or 30 minutes to sit there and wait for people to load up and all that stuff. So
wait, what kind of bus are you on? I missed the beginning.
A Greyhound bus from Michigan to California, and then
crazy.
I hiked around in California in the Redwood National Forest around the Sorona, not Sorona. I can't think of the town right off the top of my head. Over by Angels Camp, and so we're partying up all the way there. And by the way, I did the same trip from California to Florida to my dad's house, and then went from Florida back up to Michigan on a Greyhound. I've done this trip, and it took about 3 months, and I was hiking around and just kind of exploring.
But how old were you?
Oh, I was like fresh out of the Army, like maybe 18 months out of the Army.
So how old are you?
Oh, like, let's see, it would have been 23, about 23, almost 24, somewhere in there.
Buses were pretty skanky by then.
Greyhounds back then were like, seedy fucking travel, and everybody knew it.
Nasty in the 70s even.
I've seen some weird shit. Yeah, bus trips are you get the fucking funny people in this world. You do.
A lot of criminals, I think.
Oh yeah, some of that too. I could tell you all kinds of stories about Greyhound trips, but this one in particular.
It was it turned into a party bus. So go on.
Yep. Yeah. So I'd say like by the time we got through Nebraska, like there was probably 20 people, and then not only was it me reloading, there was like 3 other people. So it was just a continuous drink fest, right? Everybody would pass out at their own time and leisure, wake up and start drinking again.
Wait, the bus driver said nothing?
We were doing it. Yeah, bus driver's just looking down the road. He ain't paying attention. Even if he did, he didn't. Wow. None of them, because we swapped out several bus drivers, and none of them had ever, ever suspected anything until here's where the story gets fun. So there's 20 of us. We get to Reno, and before we got to Reno, we picked up these fucking guys, young guys. They looked like they were ROTC. That's the recruit officer training cadets. The people that want to be in the service and be in the officer class, right? Yes. They're wearing their BDU, your battle dress uniform, the camouflage, right? The camouflage pants, black shirts with their fucking, company or whatever logo on them, short haircuts, very young 18 looking kids, and they're so self-righteous that they ratted us out. They went back to the bathroom. Nobody had been smoking weed on the bus. Like I said, I mean, we would do that off the bus. So it was just passing the beer, everybody laughing, going, having a good time. This fucker comes back. I remember he got on the bus, I want to say it was somewhere in Nebraska, I think.
Was there like no smoking at all, like on the bus?
Right, no smoking on the bus.
No.
Everybody would get off and go off into their little groups and smoke cigarettes. And our group was the largest, and we were passing around joints and shit, you know.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, it's not legal to have weed on the bus, so we had to like, you know, spray each other down with, you know, cologne and perfume and whatnot. You know, get back on the bus.
Weed was hella illegal and scary back in my day.
But yeah, this was before it was all legal and shit. You know, this is early, 1999, I think it was the trip. Yeah.
I'm thinking even longer back.
So it didn't really start getting, you know, legal popular until after 2010. So this was in the depths of, you know, if you get busted with weed, you're going to go to jail.
But, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So these cocky little fucking kids come back to the bathroom. One of them pipes up and says something like, "Oh, y'all having a party up in here," or something like that. And somebody, this dude, he looked like he was a biker, right? And like, you know, he was a pretty stocky guy. He wasn't overweight at all. You know, bandanas, tattoos, fucking leather vests, chains, all up on him, just, you know, piercings and shit. Stands up in the dude's face, pushes him into the fucking bathrooms. Get the fuck in there and get your fucking business and get out. And I was like, oh shit. I think everybody was like, kind of like, there was a pause, you know, like, oh shit. This might be party's over. So from the trip from Nebraska to Reno was the same bus driver. Obviously the guy would have been in his ear at some point. And we get to Reno, and they, you know, we all go to the liquor stores and shit. If we ask people, you know, where we go, and just take only a couple blocks. And we come back, and I'm about to get on the bus, because I was like the first one. Fucking security rolls up from the Greyhound, right? The Greyhound security. Fucking young kid. He was all shaky and nervous and stuff. He said, "I can't let you on the bus right now. Let me look at your bag." Like, what authority do you have, sir? Are you a security guard or you're a cop? He said, "I'm a security guard, but it's you know, a Greyhound." I was like, "Oh, okay. All right. I can't let you look at my bag." He's like, "Then you need to leave it there." So I left it on the curb and I get on the bus, but there's other people behind me that have their shit, right?
Uh-huh.
And each one that he tagged with the bags, I mean, they told him everything. Who was going to get the stuff. I mean, they were spying on us and shit. So we all end up having to leave our bags. They took our names down. The kid was all shaky when he was taking my name down. I was like, he's younger than I am, and I was a kid then. And so it was kind of funny, that whole situation. Okay, so, yeah. So we all get on the bus. And we're headed off to, you know, was it LA at the time? And, you know, not an hour or two down the road, this black chick, you know, that was really partying with, she was there from the beginning, you know? She was on my fucking thing right away. She was like, "Let me get in on that." You know, and we're partying up. And so she walks up while the bus driver is driving down the highway. Right? Gets up, walks up to the front of the bus where this fucking guy is, not like 3-4 rows back behind the bus driver, and slapped she said some shit, and then slapped the shit out of that one, the first dude in the right next to her. Fucking mouthed some more stuff to him, and he fucking took it, and he cowered. And then she stormed back and fucking sat down, because she was mad as fuck that this guy had ruined our fucking party. And we had been having it for a week.
Oh my God.
Yep. And those guys got off somewhere, and that was the end of it. But yeah, we all parted ways in LA, and it was definitely a fucking experience that it was great, you know? Like, do you think you could get away with something like that now? Hell no.
Yeah, no way.
I have talked so much. You guys were singing so much, and we should get back to that, right?
I was thinking, like, this whole stuff that's going on, like, it's the perfect time, you know, like, in the sort of Marvel and DC world, you know, where a crime kingpin comes out and takes control of everything.
Yeah, it
You
seemed
think-
like a movement.
You think about it, right? Other shops that were closed was like non-essential grocery places. So, you know, if I was a kingpin in one of these stories, I'd have people robbing, like, you know, the off licenses, the liquor stores.
Well, and that's funny. Where I live, the liquor stores and the weed stores are considered essential.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But you don't have that where you live?
I'm not sure. 'Cause it's more like supermarkets, you know, that seem to be open. So I'm not actually sure if the off licenses are pretty much.
You call them off licenses?
Yeah.
Huh. Ours is a
Just
little more structured than that.
Just a shop
even-
that just sells alcohol mostly.
Yeah, but that's not state regulated.
I don't know. Does yours sell anything that's apart from that? Does it sell any groceries or that? No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ours do. Ours sell groceries along with the alcohol. Yes.
Yeah.
Like we don't have any of these off licenses, like you say.
Yeah. People here in the supermarkets are clearing, you know, the shelves of like wine and stuff. Any alcohol they can get.
Yeah, it's all cleared out. You saying?
Yeah.
Wow. What a desperate people they are.
They had this thing where it said like you're allowed to go out for exercise. And then I read something else that said they were going to stop that maybe. I don't know. It seems silly to me that I was saying to Malibu that people go jogging.
Did you see the video of the UK woman getting arrested earlier?
No.
This came out like a day ago. You should look it up right now. This UK woman got arrested for sitting on a park bench during this isolation period, right?
Wow.
And somebody had ratted her out. She'd been there
Yeah.
for like 45 minutes. And the cops came up, and there's nobody around her. And the
Yeah.
cops came up and fucking, you know, questioned her for like 5 minutes. And then finally she's like, you know, you take me to fucking jail, you know?
Somewhere in England.
Yeah, it was, I don't know where in England. I should have looked that up, actually. But you could, too.
It's
You would
crazy.
know. Yeah, no, that's like the height of tyranny, isn't it?
Yeah. When you're not doing any
Like-
harm at all. Like,
Right, and
it's
she
this,
was
it's this bullshit
abiding by
about,
the guidelines. She was abiding by the guidelines.
Yeah. It's this
And she
bullshit
was-
that they certainly, like where I stay, that they printed that, you know, a lot of people don't know they have it kind of thing. And it's like, you know, I think you would know, you know.
Yeah, and
Even if you had a runny nose or something, you know what I mean? You wouldn't feel great, would you, if it's that bloody bad?
Right, but
So
if you're a
it's
cop
almost
and
like just you know, just spreading crap, man. It's like, I don't know.
it's people using their power and
Yeah.
authority. If you think it from a cop's level, the cops that approached them were kind of youngish looking guys, and they're maybe late 20s or something. And they accosted this woman. You never see her, right? She's the one holding the phone at him. And you never see her, but, you know, just come up and start harassing this woman saying, hey, you know, somebody said you were here 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Sitting on a park bench. When are you going to move along?
Yeah.
When are you going to, and she, you know, are you going to go somewhere else from here? And she said, yeah, I'm going to go to the grocery store when sundown happens, and then I'm going to go home. They fucking still took her to jail.
Yeah.
But they even put her in handcuffs. So you should look at that video, though. I mean, it's only like maybe a few minutes long. Play some music. We talk over it or whatever. You don't get a copyright.
Hey,
I
you know
was-
what?
yeah.
I was just thinking though about that. That could easily could do a hoax on that to then scare other people from doing it. It just came into my mind as you were saying that.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe it could be real as well, but I'm saying they love to do shit like that to like scare people. Like,
Oh yeah. You're right. That's a really good point, Mel.
better not do go out like that because look what happened to her. You know, it could be possible. Just what popped in my mind.
No, that's a really good thought, though. I mean, it could be scare propaganda. Yeah, it definitely could
Yeah.
be.
It gets
But
people in a certain way of thinking.
But look, when you watch the video, it doesn't seem like acting at all.
Right.
So watch the video and you tell me. To me, it looks real.
Yeah.
I believe it's probably real, but it just came into my mind that
Yeah. You should always consider that, though. But that's good. You know, when you think about this stuff, you should be asking that question: is this fucking real or not? Right? And you could tell with the crisis actors that it's fucking fake, you know.
Why do they use the same ones over and over is what I don't understand.
Because they get better at it, and right, why are they on TV?
Why is there still planes and helicopters going around?
Oh, well, that's surveillance, obviously.
Who's flying it?
Do you see that video in Australia where they have the drones with like a flashing red light going around? Please obey the social distancing rules. Please do. It's like, oh my God. We hope everyone is obeying social distancing. You know, it's like, we got a camera on this thing. We're watching you right now, actually. You know?
The news in my state is reporting that now we have $1,000 fine for if you violate the social distancing rules, right? And this happened 4 days ago, and already today the number is at 74 cited. That's $74,000, and that they'll never see probably, and then 369 warnings.
Right, I read that, and there's the 369 in that, and then down further, there's a lot of sixes. There's a lot of things that equal.
Oh yeah, the numerology part of it.
Look at the coding and the numbers in that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see it. You'll see it really clearly.
You would see more like 322 or something. Like, I don't really think that that's the case. I think those are pretty accurate numbers. They could be skewed somewhat. You never know.
But I'm just saying, it's like 6,000 some. I got to look at it again. But there was a lot of sixes in there. The 369. It was interesting.
That was the number that was in that link that I sent in that hangout. I don't know. It could be the numerology, and that's definitely not worth overlooking.
Well, you know, with the COVID thing in the beginning, there was so much of that 33 coding, like a 33-year-old woman, or 33 people have it, or 33 people died. Like, it was going. You could see it over and over again. It was so clearly there, you know.
Brian, what do you think of this numerology aspect of like the coding and the news and shit like that? Do you think that's a real thing?
Sometimes I haven't really noticed any as such. I would actually like the news over here. I've just avoided it. I don't really watch it on the TV, you know, because it's all they talk about. You know, they'll just focus on the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
This was
sometimes when I'm at the shops, you know, at the supermarket, I might just scan the headlines, you know, and obviously the death toll goes up every time.
And those numbers could be arbitrary or skewed in any fucking way too, right?
I haven't really looked into any of it.
I don't buy their fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I don't either.
I thought it was weird that time when Donald Trump met the Queen. It was like Friday the 13th. One time.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
They like 13.
He met the Queen on Friday the 13th.
Wasn't that this past 15th?
I don't know. I thought it was a few years ago. Was it last year maybe? I'm not sure. You know.
When Trump first met
the
Queen?
When he walked in front of her and had a little ceremony and stuff.
There was definitely some significance there for sure.
Yeah. But I don't know I haven't looked into the dates of the corona thing or anything as such.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, no, I just said it.
Sick of the fucking...
The kimono lighthouse.
The kimono. I like when people call it the kung flu.
The corduroy.
Kung flu. Damn, that's good.
Kung flu.
The corduroy.
Everybody called it the Wuhan flu.
Oh my God. Yeah, Wuhan. No, definitely kung flu. That definitely works better.
The corduroy virus.
The corduroy. I love lame shit like that. That's why I love cornholio. Cornholio rocks.
It feels good to, crack some fun at the jokes that we're seeing, you know. It is, because it loosens it up a little bit.
But I've been put off going to the supermarket at the moment because I don't know, it's either standing in big long queues and the other one I went to, like the guy got on at me because I tried to cross like over a sort of small barrier thing, you know, with the trolleys, where they have the shopping trolleys. Because I was trying to get to the end of the queue, I didn't know it was that long, and the guy was like swearing at me and stuff. Honestly, like you know.
My God.
Like I might have swore back, but I didn't say that. You know, he was just ranting, like totally swearing.
What was he swearing at
honestly,
you about?
This was like, yeah, totally.
About the
totally,
social
man.
distancing.
He grabbed his crotch and says, "Go on, take a photo," because I was going to get my phone out. He was like, he told me to get out in that. Honestly, he did that. I says, I'm leaving anyway. I says, I'm going to a different supermarket. You know, I'm not standing in that queue. But I wasn't cutting the queue or anything. You know, I was just trying to get to the end of the queue. But listen, this guy was like private security. He wasn't like the normal supermarket security dudes, because they were still there. This was someone else who didn't care about the supermarket. I mean, he wouldn't talk like that if he was representing the supermarket. Like, this is private security. Private security they bring in, you know, to keep order outside when people don't obey the queuing rules.
He just wanted to harass you for the fuck of it?
Yeah, totally. Guy was threatening me and everything. He says, "I'll teach you respect."
Oh shit!
Because someone in the queue was like, "It's all about respect." And I says,
right.
"It's rubbish." I says, "It's not even true." And I just walked away, and the guy was like, "I'll teach you respect," and I was like, I just walked off, like, you know.
Damn, you live in the hood?
Just a normal well, I don't know. Just a normal
I mean, like,
you know?
if somebody, like, randomly said some shit, like, to me on the street like that, I'd be like, what the fuck is your fucking problem, man?
You know, I was like,
fuck?
I don't know, like,
what did they
a
all
few car spaces
business?
away when I brought my phone out, and I couldn't, you know, it's quite an old phone anyway, but I couldn't get the camera up to film it, you know, so I just gave up, and that's when he was like, "Go on, take a photo," and he grabbed his crotch, and, you know, and the thing is, like, you've got these people standing in the queue, they don't even say anything, like, you know, should you talk to the guy like that or anything? No, they're all just like sheep standing in, you know, a few feet apart and stuff.
You're saying this guy was like security, and he's gonna boss up on you?
He was like extra security, you know, just to actually check that everyone was social distancing and stuff.
He's a hired thug, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah,
this kind of put me off, and plus, like, the other supermarket, there was a big queue. It's all weird.
Oh man.
You know, I was buying cigarettes, and I just leaned on the counter, and the assistant was like, "Can you step back a bit?"
Oh,
I was actually talking to him and trying to, you know, say, "I want this particular cigarette. How much is it?" They're not even, you know, the law here as well. They're not even allowed to legally tell you the prices of the cigarettes. You have to go. You have to go somewhere else and read it off a list where they've got a price list, or you can ask for a menu, you know, of the cigarettes.
Whoa.
But they can't legally. They're not allowed to tell you the price of it. All the cigarettes are covered up as well, so they all just look the same. Like, you can't see them, kind of.
You could be paying like a large sum of money at any fucking just to pay based on your appearance to them and how you interact with them. They'd be like, "Oh, for you it's $15 or back." Wow, that's super scandalous, and that is allowed to go on in your country. The cigarette
packets, right? The cigarette packets feature like disgusting pictures of operations of people having. Oh, it's like honestly, some of them are horrific.
I can't handle.
Whoa, and I thought we had it bad here. You
gross.
have it bad. You have it super bad where you live. I mean,
there's one
locally.
One of them has like a mother blowing smoke into the little baby's face. And saying, you know, protect your kids or something. But there's ones that are totally surgical looking. This guy with this thing on his neck, and, you know, and one of them was proven to be false. And this guy had seen it, and it was copies of his operation that had nothing to do with what they were talking about. They had used like a photo of this guy's operation without permission, and it wasn't even anything to do with smoking.
Whoa!
But yeah, pretty gross. I have to cover up the cigarette pack if I'm like eating my dinner or something.
Oh wow!
They're demonizing smokers because a woman
you know what?
is blowing smoke into your baby's face. They're saying smokers are evil. That's what they're saying.
The cigarette packets, they don't even tell you how much nicotine or carbon monoxide is in each cigarette, and they used to. So you could look at it and you could see, you know, get like, you know, a particular brand that's low
yeah,
tar.
but
now it's just they're all just generic. All the packets just look the same pretty much, but with a different name, you know.
You never know. There's like no regulation on your cigarettes either. And here in America, they tell you it's going to kill you, and then we still smoke them. So I don't think it's any dissimilar in your country, although you have to put up with higher prices and more rampant corruption going on locally. and the distribution of your cigarettes. Here in America, we get our cigarettes distributed just well enough that we can all pay the same prices for the most part. And
It's way too high.
it depends. Well, it depends on where you live. You know, if you're in California, everything's like $1 or $2 higher. But where I live, you know, you just get along. But there's no it's very stringent. It's like very. Oh, I'm sorry, Malibu. You want to talk?
American spirits are expensive everywhere. Why?
Dude, they last forever though. They smoke forever.
Yeah. In my country, like they have like Scottish salmon, but it's like really dear to buy here, and it's cheaper in some countries to buy certain Scotch whiskey than it is here.
Yeah,
you know that President Trump put whatever they call it, like extra tax on like about 4 Scottish products.
Yeah, Scots. I mean, like I can only imagine the land. I should like look more on the Google Earth and stuff like that as far as what Scotland looks like, because I always picture Scotland as like grassy hills and knolls and some scattered forests and stuff, but very much wide open and hilly. That's how I'd imagine it, and so I'm like trying to picture this.
It's
all
kind of
this,
like that, but you know, we have a few cities dotted around.
But you guys have like centuries older traditions and old money that's always been there since the beginning, right? Where we don't have that. We have probably, you know, the oil and steel barons and
we have oil, but the British government took it.
Right, and I'm just saying, like, you guys existed, thousands of years before America did. So we're over here, and we're in this new world, and we have all these different feelings in society about how things should be run, and it's quite different than yours, right? Where yours is more like it feels like some old Robin Hood movie or something, and you guys are not behind the times. You're with the times, but you have like just this still old established hierarchy of people for centuries, where here in America it's wild west, so that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of differences between and I love hearing all this how it's different over there from here. I love talking about that, honestly. It's like really, really fascinating. The differences between where you live and how things are going on, especially right now, because we are fucking united for once. You know, this is a global thing. It's always been about America and it's 9/11 and stuff. And England has always had its 7/7, right? So we were always linked that way. But now globally, everybody's feeling the same thing, and all of us as our open-minded people that we are. Now we're all united. Now we all have something globally that we can agree upon.
Yeah.
About the bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what's awesome. I mean, but it's good and it's bad. You know, it's a double-edged sword. But
yeah, there's changing people's way of thinking. You know, like people who obey.
Yeah. And when those forced vaccinations and the chip ID insertions into your hand become a thing, man, we've gotten there.
I was walking in a bit near where I stay, and it was like this sort of, it's like a sort of gravel path where there's like kind of countryside kind of thing, but it's like all open. And this dude was waiting on me walking past. I was like, I couldn't hear him because I had my headphones on at the time, like. He was like waiting at the other end for me walking along, and he could have walked anywhere else, like round the perimeter area or whatever. But anyway, it was like nonchalantly just kicking a plastic bottle,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? And he's like, I'm waiting on you. Are you walking down? He was waiting on me getting to the other end of the path for social distancing or something,
Oh.
It killed the whole freedom of just kicking a plastic bottle. It's like I was waiting to just boot it quite far. But,
wow.
just I'm not going to pick it up and continue kicking it down the road. I'm just like doing something free, you know what I mean? And this dude's just waiting with his dog, and he's like, "Do you not watch the news?" I was like, "Nah, not really, I says it's a lot of rubbish anyway. He's like, well, you can't be too careful or something.
I feel like, you know what?
See, it's
Middle
all
finger. Fuck you, but dude, move on. Mind your own business, motherfucker.
Yeah, it just seems so weird. I didn't know what he was doing. You know, just standing there like looking at me.
Wow.
But
yeah.
Well, these stories, it's like, you know, it makes you feel like you're doing something wrong by being outside.
Yeah. Yeah, I say, no way.
I mean,
be defiant. Be defiant. Go
why
out
can't
there.
People just like, if they say exercise, why can't they just go for a walk, you know? No, everyone wants to go running around.
Well, look, at some point you're going to run across some dickhead policeman that's going to be like, hey, you're not doing what I say.
Hey, you're not running. You're walking.
Right. You're not running.
Get running.
Get home, motherfucker. You're like a little
do you know what I think?
Like,
I think over here when that Boris Johnson was like, oh, you're allowed out for exercise, I think he was thinking about his middle class friends going jogging, you know, because all the middle class can still go out jogging and stuff like that. Why can't they just jog in the house? You know? It's
right.
not really essential.
Right, but it's an act of defiance now.
I don't know.
If you, it's gonna feel like this is all going to go back to normal. I think it's some semblance of normal. Nothing's ever going to be normal again. But
people should go out even if you're like not going to the supermarket. Right. You should just
right. Challenge the authorities.
Actually, that's what I said to that guy. I says, it's just guidelines. I says, it's not a law.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, but you've got... And then he was like, oh, but you can't be too careful or something like that. And went away.
Right. And like I said, here in where I live, they're fucking offering $1,000 fine. That's like the entirety of the stimulus. Oh, I need to ask you that. Are they talking about giving you guys free money?
I haven't heard anything.
We're getting a $1,200 check here in a week or so.
Yeah.
Or depending on individually, you know, depends on how many kids you have and whatnot. But you could be getting like a $6,000 chunk. I don't know what that is in pounds that you use, but it's probably the same, pretty much, right? Yeah. That's going to be a small chunk of money, but it's supposed to be like only going to last you like a couple months or something. Yeah. Like they're giving us free money.
Yeah.
What if they're not? You guys haven't heard about getting free money?
No.
Yes, but you have to file your taxes, and I can't afford to file my taxes, and if it's not filed, you don't get it. I haven't filed in 2 years. I haven't been able to.
Oh, well, you're going to be, oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, you could be hung up for a little while.
I'm screwed.
Whoa.
Yeah. State of California says I owe them $1,700, and they're gonna take it any way they can.
And now that government is like at 50% function, wow, this is really extraneous for you. Wow.
Anyway, what are you gonna do?
Oh shit. Anyway,
got our singing time. It was so much more fun.
Yeah.
No, it was
brought it down, didn't I? It's my fault. It's my fault.
No. Good conversation. I'm happy you guys are talking as well.
Yeah, I always wanted to get to know Brian. Like he's, a bloke like me.
He's a good guy, the Brian.
Yeah. And like I said, I've seen him around in chats forever.
A good guy like Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
What? A good guy like what?
Chucky. Chucky was a good guy.
Who is Chucky?
From Child's Play.
Oh yeah.
The doll. He was a good guy.
That's what the brand was.
Oh my God! Really? I didn't know that.
But, that was a reference that was top my head a little bit. I never was really into the Child's Play movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of them were banned over here actually for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Brian's a horror buff, aren't you, Brian?
Oh yeah, I would explain the background, right? In Friday the 13th, I watched probably I think the first 3. The Freddy Kruegers I probably watched maybe a handful of times. Aliens, all kinds of those movies. I was into horror movies when I was younger. Not so much anymore now.
Do you like them, Brian?
What's that? Yeah,
You
some
like
of those.
horror.
I've always like, I don't know, it's like sci-fi horror kind of thing, like Aliens. I never really considered it a horror myself, even though it is, kind of in that category.
Oh, okay.
I never really got into the Aliens ones, to be honest.
Well,
Oh,
what
you
about
didn't
Yeah,
get...
Freddy and all that. He was like the king of the sort of horror icons, for a while.
Yeah. And we're
Freddy
roughly
Krueger?
the same age. And
But yeah,
we're roughly the same age, and I remember the horror movies and stuff, and I watched them, Poltergeist,
what
like
about
all the supernatural stuff.
Phantasm? You ever see Phantasm?
Phantasm, yeah, I
Yeah.
watched the first 3 of them. But I remember watching all those as a kid, but I never went back and rewatched them. It's not a fear thing. It's just because, I move on from movies. I watch them once, and watching them more times than one is just, I don't know. Every once in a while I will. But so you're into the horror stuff that I was into, like, as a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't really watch some of them either, like, the sort of old, sort of what would be classic ones. I just catch the odd new one on like the horror channel, or if there's a decent new release.
Well, do you like the Walking Dead?
I never really watched it from the start, so I haven't watched it.
But, I figured that would be up your alley.
There's a few
You
sort
like
of Charlie
zombie-
Manson related films out lately, like, I don't know, the past year or so, past 6 months. It was about 4 or 5. There was at least 4 sort of Manson related movies.
That's weird. Why did he die recently?
I think he died before that. It was, it's been dead a couple of years, I think, maybe a year and a half or something. But there was what was the Tarantino one or something? Once upon
Which
a
one?
time, there was that one. There was one that had like Matt Smith, who used to play Doctor Who. He was in another one, and one that kind of focused on the Tate woman. I don't know. I check the DVD shelf sometimes, to see the new releases and stuff.
Tarantino just did a film? Is that the Los Angeles based one?
I don't know.
Anyway, how about that music you were on about?
Yeah, me and Malibu was going to try Dock of the Bay. You could have joined in if you wanted.
Oh, no. I'm terrible at singing, and no. I'm off key, off tune. I have tinnitus, right? It's ringing in my ears 24/7, 2 different frequencies even, and it's really difficult to hear. That's why I like the deep bassy songs, because it's because it blocks out that frequency.
God, doesn't that drive you nuts?
It used to in the first couple of years. When I really started to notice it, it was definitely it drove me mad, and smoking weed helped a lot because it got my mind off of it, and yeah.
I'm just going to grab a cup of tea just now.
All right, yeah, Malibu. It's a difficult thing to live with, but for the most part now, I pretty much block it out. I always still hear it in the background no matter what, but it's like. That high-pitched frequency, it's pretty fucking high. Sometimes I like to fantasize and joke about it, like this is the frequency blocker that enabled me to become woke. I was able to block out like the mind control frequency or something.
Well, I definitely feel like, that it's coming from an external source.
Mm-hmm.
No, and you were you served, and we don't know. You have to take vaccinations when you go overseas, right?
Yeah, I had this one called gamma globin, and you get them. I got 2 of them once when I went over to Iraq and Afghanistan, or not Iraq, Iraq and Kuwait, and another one. Well, we didn't get one for Egypt, which I thought was funny. But then I got one for Korea. So I had them twice. They injected me into your butt cheek. it feels like you have a piece of lead stuck in your ass for the next 5 to 6 days or so.
But see, it could be an implant, man.
But I've never felt any ill effects.
Hey, you know what, Aaron? You know what? I hope Aaron won't get mad that I'm going to say this, but when I first met Aaron, he goes, you need to get a metal detector and you need to run it over your body to see if you have implants in you.
I mean, I've passed through a lot of metal detectors in my day now because, society's adapted and changed and stuff. And I've never set off any metal detectors with any...
but implants wouldn't necessarily be metal.
Yeah, you need something with a little more accurate probably to pinpoint stuff like that.
But it wouldn't be metal.
It would have to be like this. It would have to be like that scene out of The Matrix where Neo's in the back of the car and they're like, we need to check you. And then the blonde lady pulls over the fucking passenger seat and fucking points the gun at him, right? And he's like, what? And we need to check you. And they fucking go into his belly button with the machine, right? And they pull out this fucking little thing that's wiggling around and they toss it out the window. I mean, really? I mean, could it really be? I mean...
Well,
I don't think we're there yet. I hope.
David Icke claims that the Matrix movies show you the true nature of reality.
Well, a lot. I think of more metaphor than actual reality.
I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it. I don't claim to be a fucking rocket scientist. This whole thing, looking at all those little numbers dropping like code.
All it is just kind of breaking down and asking the right questions in your mind and having a discussion with yourself. What makes the most sense, right? And you put piece together. Everybody does it, and that's why we're all here together in this community of people that we're in, right? Because we all ask those questions: who's in charge, and why are they in charge?
Yeah.
And we all get that from movies and propaganda, and movies like The Matrix were monumental. And look, those things came out. The first one came out 1998. It's pre 9/11, right? And they're basically telling us, you're living in a system, right? Their system was like computer based, and we're getting there. We're about to get there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's pretty close to. Hey, Shauna, that's going to have to go somewhere else because all the banging, I can't deal with it. In and out. Sorry. That's fine, but it can't stay there. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, Brian, are you still there, bro? I think he stepped away for tea.
He goes, that's what Brian does. He just leaves the room sometimes.
Well, he said he was going away for tea, and yeah.
He back since then?
Say again?
I thought he came back since the tea. Did he leave again?
He might have. It doesn't matter.
Pretty out of it. So, look, I don't know. Well, first of all, I don't want to say I don't know. What I feel is that we don't understand the true nature of our reality. We really don't.
There's a lot of question marks, sure.
Yeah. And how we see things and the 5 sense reality versus the 6 sense reality and all these, there's so many things to look at, Then what we've been told about matter, and like, so if particles are like moving and so this is solid though, but did you ever see that movie, What the Bleep is Going On? Because then they're saying, well, it's not really solid though, but it is, but it isn't. So, all that they were putting out there at one time?
I'm vaguely familiar with the reference, yeah.
Yeah, so they've done a lot of confusing about what reality really is and quantum reality versus, whatever, Newtonian reality, science versus Einstein versus Tesla. I mean, we got a lot of weird stuff we've been told what's real, what isn't. It's an issue.
Well, and that's up to your mind, and that conversation I was referencing back again to having a conversation with yourself where you question what makes the most sense in reality. Like, just like you were a jury member on a trial, right? You would be weighing both sides of the evidence, right? And then you make up your decisions, right? But in a jury, you're now, you're in argument with the other 10 people on a jury. And then, you know what you know is true in your mind, but you can't convince the other 9 people on the panel, right? And you're staunch, you're never going to fucking relent. You know what you know, and you're not going to fucking give in to the majority just because they said, oh, we all agree because we're a bunch of idiots, right? And you say, no, I know what I fucking know, right? And this is what we have to contend with in everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
And people will...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying that there's so many lies, and our history is pretty much complete lie. So I'm talking about the history of the United States, this country called America being discovered. No, people were already here. And by the way, it had people had come from Europe. They say in the 15th century had already traveled to this country. I mean, if you start going down rabbit holes, a lot of the history we've been taught is their lies.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Yeah. So,
even the whole Mayflower thing.
The Smithsonian locking away all of the fucking shit, and the red-headed giants, and the fucking, those heads, those pointy ass heads, those craniums. Why are they hiding those from us? I want to know why.
I love thinking about ancient civilizations before us, because when you look at stuff like crystal skulls, the fact that there's pyramids all over the fucking the world, all those significances pointed to me to like a society that once established itself, undertook a cataclysm, could be the mud flood, and all that.
I thought you didn't believe in the mud flood.
Well, if I think about the asteroid strike that may have hit like the Yucatan Peninsula area, like if that's real, then it would have caused a worldwide flood. Right. And a meteor strike of any body of water would have done something like that. So yeah, I can see that as a real story. But Noah's Ark, no. Like they would have had the foresight to know to go and gather up 2 animals and of every kind, build this giant wooden ship, and it's going to last 40 days. Where's all the food for the animals? Not to mention there's only a crew of like 8 or 10 people able to carry out the task. Okay, welcome back, Brian.
Hey.
This is going down a rabbit hole with ancient civilizations and how cataclysmic things could have changed things, and then maybe they were very technologically advanced, and then they went underground and they knew the asteroid was coming or something because they understood the stars and watched the skies. They were able to see like this thing coming, and so they planned for it, and they went underground, and the cataclysm happened. You wiped out everything in society, and they have to rebuild and restart all over again to come back out after so many years of underground. Yeah. Welcome back, Brian. Yeah. That's where I was going. Anyway, I could keep going on that theory if you want.
I'm listening.
Okay.
But anyway, the Noah's Ark thing, what happened is they had DNA. It was not actually animals. So if you look further into that whole story,
more of a metaphorical sense.
There's something that's more. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would make a lot of sense. It really would.
Right. So there's that.
There's that. Brian, do you feel like getting back to music, or do you want to continue this discussion?
I could do I could sing one just now.
All right.
I don't know if you guys want to mute or anything.
Sure, I'll mute out.
Cool.
Take the National Express when your life's in a mess. It'll make you smile. All human life is here, from the feeble old deer to the squealing child. From the student who knows that to have one of those would be suicide. To the family man, manhandling the pram with the turtle pride. And everybody sings, yeah, alright. Skirts were in style when she danced down the aisle back in '63. But it's hard to get by when your arse is the size of a small country. And everybody sings, yeah.
Very nice.
Cheers.
Cheers. Sorry, I'm eating.
Cheers, big ears.
Hey, well done, bro. Whoops, that wrong phone. Sorry about that. I said, cheers, man.
Yeah.
I was trying to think about the lyrics of that song. Do you have like a better interpretation of them? Maybe you could offer.
I just like it because it's quite funny. But, it actually makes it sound not too bad on this song compared to what it's really like. Unless it's improved or something, you know. It was like, I don't know, a couple of decades ago when I used them.
What's the idea behind the song?
Now.
Did you hear me?
Sorry.
What was the idea behind the song? What's the premise of it?
I don't know. I think it's just making fun of the whole thing.
Okay. Wish I would have paid more attention to hear the lyrics. I mean, Yeah. Anyway.
But Brian, what is the thing it's making fun of?
Well, there's like the lyric about it's hard to get by when your arse is the size of a small country, because there's a sort of older woman who's like still wearing a miniskirt kind of thing.
Old woman's wearing a miniskirt. Wow.
Yeah, and he's like, it's hard to get by when your arse is the size of a small country, because she's having to get up and down the aisle of the bus.
Oh shit. Brian, I didn't think you had that.
And it just
Wow.
names all the people who's there, like the family man handling the pram.
Yeah, they love
and
fucking
stuff.
pushing the baby cart, don't they? They feel proud.
Yeah.
I guess there's some guys over here that do the same thing.
I mean, the melody's kind of like it's as if it's great and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a celebration of it.
That's been a long practice over here
homage or
before it was.
something.
Mm-hmm.
A celebration or a homage to the National Express bus service thing, but
So you're saying that you're referencing like the feministic aspect being built into your male people over there?
no.
Like they're being feminized. Men aren't being feminized in your country.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they have been for like years anyway.
But isn't it like a righteous thing to be proud of, you know, the baby that you're pushing around in the pram?
You know, I was a father pushing a pram, but I never really thought about it that way. You know, I was just doing what I was doing.
When I had my daughters, I felt very proud, you know, like I have a baby in my arms or whatever.
I think all the stuff that's going on just now, it doesn't, like my son's 14. I don't think it makes much difference to his life.
You're not going to push him around.
Well, he plays Xbox and stuff. So, you know, he's like not having to go to school and he can just sit and play, you know, Xbox and stuff most of the day and stuff. So it must be great, you know, I mean, some of these kids live a life like that anyway, you know, so.
Yeah, I mean, but you still, you know, take your son out to the wilderness and, you know, get some exercise, doesn't he?
It feels like he's not allowed to these days, you know, and I try and ask him to come out, but, you know, he'd rather just stay in.
I'm not the best person to give advice, obviously, but if it were me in your position, I would say, hey, you know, this whole lockdown thing, and just sit down and tell them about the real birds and bees, which are the conspiracies. Have you ever had that talk with him?
Yeah, probably. Sometimes he knows things that are going on before I do, you know.
Okay. But you know, I don't want to I wouldn't. I try not to check out on this world. You know, like if he's 14, they canceled schools, right? So he's home earlier than usual.
I'm just saying, like, you know, the government gives this impression to everyone. You know, that's what they're saying to people, just stay in, you know, so the kids in that feel they have to stay in.
Yeah, but that act of defiance, though, of stepping out.
Yeah.
Instead of staying in.
Yeah, I did try and encourage him.
Yeah, and how did he take that?
He just tried to stay in, you know.
Yeah. See, I'm just saying we should be promoting in general, just to the general public, like, you know, go out and enjoy the day. This isn't a thing. Yeah. Don't let them scare you into staying indoors and getting vaccinations.
I mean, you should just go out, even if you're not going to the shops or whatever, you know, or exercise, just to go out and, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Go to a sort of woodland forest or something like that. That's, you know, people walk around and stuff.
It's not an act of defiance. It isn't, as far as you know, thinking about them and the powers that be that control us. It's an act of defiance to them.
Yeah.
Right. But it's also good exercise to get out and walk and breathe the fucking country air. You know, this isn't a thing like they're saying it is.
Yeah.
Right. And if I implore you to urge your kid to engage in that act of defiance.
Yeah.
I would tell my kids the same thing, but I don't have them with me now. And that's what I'm saying is that you should definitely instill that in your kids because we ourselves are a dying generation, right?
Yeah.
Like we are probably the last to know everything, and I mean like all the way back to JFK and as far as my country and stuff goes, 9/11 and all the other hoaxes that played out, and you have yours too, 7/7, and probably others. You see them globally like I do. But anyway, we're the last generation of people that will actually know the truth. And I wish you luck in the future because things that are coming after this tell me that it's going to get a lot worse.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry I took over your stream, man. But I'm glad that we had this conversation.
Yeah, when I was making a cup of tea, I had to make my son some beans on toast. So
yeah.
That's why I was away a bit longer.
Oh yeah, beans and toast.
Yeah.
Hey, however you got to feed yourself.
Yeah.
I like talking to you, and I feel like, getting a sense of what your life is like over there in your country versus where I'm at in my country. I like the comparisons.
Yeah. Is Malibu still there?
I'm back.
Yes.
I had to go and attend to Raina because she was crying for me. Sorry, I had to step away. I didn't want to interrupt the flow, so I didn't say anything.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Well, the thing is, I think it's good to be hearing about what's happening and then taking a break and having some fun also, too. Yeah?
I would say, like, even if you don't want to go out for a walk or that, like, just go out in your garden and stuff.
Well, people definitely need to go out. Like, everyone needs to go out at least once a day. We can't allow these people to do this to us, but they're doing it to us. So what am I saying?
I saw somebody out on YouTube that, and I think you know her. Her name is Kelly. Kelly is nice. She went out and about earlier today in a park.
Oh, good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her. Kelly is nice. Want to hear something crazy about Kelly is nice? Kelly, so we're in Zero's chat one day, and I end up telling her I'm from California. She says she doesn't live in California. It's okay. Nothing. She said this on YouTube, so it's not a secret. She goes, I'm from California. And I'm like, well, she's like, where are you from? And I said, West LA, Beverly Hills. And she said she was from Manhattan Beach. And I'm like, one of my closest friends is from Manhattan Beach. Somebody I went through rehab with. And I go, her name is Tina. And she comes back with the girl's initials to the last name because she's a Vaughn something. Okay. It's like royalty, Vaughn, whatever. And it's the same. It's this girl used to hang out with my friend, like back when they were teenagers. Kelly is nice. Was best friends with a girl that I've known for 28 years. Isn't that weird?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And then what happened?
Well, I told my friend Tina, because she lives in Costa Rica, I was on this random YouTube thing and this girl, and she knows you. And so I told her her name, and she's like, oh, yeah, I know exactly who that is. And whatever. It's just how, what are the odds of that? It's
Yeah,
weird.
small world.
Yeah, it can't be.
I've encountered that at least twice, and I can remember the one time. It was on that Greyhound trip that I was telling you about. When I came out of Angels Camp, I came out of the Redwood National Forest of camping for like a couple weeks, and I came out and I was on foot, and I was towing my like big Army military duffel bag on my back, and I was towing another like carry along bag alongside of the road. A dude pulled over. Hey, let me give you a ride. All right, threw my stuff in the back. He's got like a minivan. He's got 2 twin daughters in the back, and we start driving down the road, and he says, I don't mean to be weird when I say this, but you look familiar. I'm like, you know what? Now that you said it, I think you do too, right? And we started discussing our life histories, and as soon as we mentioned the Army, we pinpointed it quite accurately. He said, I was in, the Mechanized Infantry 11 Mike. And I'm like, yeah, I'm 11 Mike. And he said, I went to basic training in the summer of 1994. And I'm like, yeah, me too. And this is 1999. So I hadn't seen him since after we left basic training. But turns out we were in the same company. There's 4 platoons, and there's 100 per platoon. And by the time you graduate, there's like 450. 350. But he was one of the people that was in another platoon. And, I went to his house, chilled out with him, smoked some weed with him. And, he pulled out his yearbook that we got at the end of our basic training. And sure enough, there I was, and a couple pages later, there he was. Small worlds do happen.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So in the fun world when we can have things happen to us that you don't expect to see somebody again, and then you see them.
Yeah, definitely. Although that doesn't happen a lot with like people from school. I don't run into people at all. But I don't even live in that city. But even when I lived in the city where I grew up, I rarely bumped into the people that I grew up with. But it's a big city. I mean, I'm from LA.
Yeah. More apt to be that way.
I mean, LA is huge.
Yeah, and people come and go all the time.
Yeah, well, but now a lot of us that were born there and raised there, a lot of people stayed there in that town. But you would never run into people because it's just, I think it's too big.
And Brian, I mean, have you always been born and raised where you're at?
No, I stayed at like a smaller town when I was younger.
So
I don't really see anyone I used to know.
How far away did you move?
About 10 miles.
That's not very far. I mean, you feel like you would bump into somebody at the market or something.
Yeah, I would think so. I never see any of them. I mean, when I think of the amount of people I've met in places I've worked, it's quite rare.
Yeah, where you work and you get your coworkers. Yeah, that's not so far-fetched because, I grew up in a small town where I live, and, a small town of like 3,000 people, and then all the surrounding towns were equally as big or smaller. So I didn't know people in the next town over, not very many, maybe a couple. So it's not hard to imagine that where you live.
Yeah.
And it raised a fascination with me because I figure, you're in an old country, thousands of years old, and you would figure like families, no families, and, the whole surrounding area, in other towns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But here in America, I mean, we're relatively newer, and old families being only like a couple hundred years old at best. Anyway, I was, drawing comparisons again. You wanted to say, Malibu?
But Brian lives in a huge city. Yeah, like a metropolis, wouldn't you say, Brian?
Yeah, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
big. It's a big city, right?
I mean, can we say?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I stay in Edinburgh.
All right, Edinburgh
like-
is a big town.
Glasgow's bigger than Edinburgh. But Edinburgh is the capital.
And you grew up there your entire life?
I grew up like
Aside-
I grew up like about 10 miles away, a small town, and then moved away when I was about 28 or something. I don't know, 20, 21. I can't remember.
And then you came back to Edinburgh?
No, I just moved to the city or town nearby, 10 miles away.
Oh, okay.
And I've just stayed
Yeah,
there
yeah.
ever since. Around 2000 or something, I've moved to Edinburgh.
And I imagine it's built up between Edinburgh and where you're at. It's all like metropolis, basically.
Yeah. I still go back to my old town occasionally, but as I say, it's just rubbish these days. You can't do it now.
It's all the same. And that's the real comparison between where we live. I mean, it's all the same. We're experiencing everything the same. Well, not everything, obviously, but the cost of cigarettes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, I feel like I drug your stream down because it was.
I'm feeling a bit tired actually. I might end it quite soon anyway. I don't know if either of you are wanting to go live or anything.
No, I'm exhausted. I'm ready to say night. Okay, y'all?
Yeah.
Well, it was fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it again soon. All right.
So, I'm going to have a sleep,
Yeah,
actually.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I was going to play a song, actually, a funny one.
Definitely.
You can stay on the call if you want. I'm going to
Yeah,
bring
no
it up
problem.
on the screen. So, you could comment if you want.
Can you move the screen over to the right a little bit so I can see all the links? Just to the right a little bit, and then you're good. Do you know about transforming?
What's that?
Where you can edit, crop the screen with transform.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You're just doing it on the fly. It's no problem.
Yeah.
I still just a little more to the right.
To the right.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll just leave it like that. I could put it on the full screen, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Whatever.
As long as you can read out of that.
Probably never.
See me mallet whack a day, calling from the standards gate, shaking back, cracker jack.
I think you're gonna have to turn it up or hold the mic closer.
He-Man, take a set, Walkman, Buckaroo, Emu, Michael Knight's car.
Knight Rider.
Goon is Crank is Filofax and Yup is Lockerbie, you and me, John Lennon shot dead. Mr. Men, Mr. Ben, Angie Watts, Dirty Den, Swap Shop, Tiz was Charles and I getting wet. Didn't own an iPad, never heard of texting, only teletexting. We never owned an iPad, Never use the sat-nav, only old AA maps. Space Raiders, Star Vaders, our white secret lemonaders, moon boot shell suits, Michael Jackson's back. Willy Wonka, water plunker, playing with your favorite Tonka. Mrs. Mangle, eating spangles, ammo high on smack. Mr. T.E.T. wearing pants for P.E. Hungry hippie Sam Fox, double denim, Fraggle Rock, speaking spell, Chaz and Dave, acid house in all the raves, gremlins were being mean, 19. We didn't own an iPad, never heard of texting, only teletext.
I remember books as well.
We never owned an iPad. Never used the sat-nav, only old AA maps. Shoulder pads, crazy dads being kicked
Shoulder
in the
pads.
nads, jelly shoes, naked gun, Dusty Bane in 3-2-1, BMX, Mag Will, Sonny in his espadrilles, Roland Rat, Top Cat, Michael Fish, you lying twat.
Mag wheels, I had a black pair of mags, like.
Brooks, I Connect 4, Big Daddy, Falklands War, VHS, Big Hair, Cheryl Baker's underwear, Bullseye, Mr. Claypole, Devastation in Chernobyl, Soda Stream, Elvis dead, Lionel Richie's model hair. We didn't own an iPad, never heard of texting, only teletexting. We never owned an iPad, never used the sat-nav, only old AA maps. Rubik's Cubes are the rage, Tommy Cooper dies on stage, Space Dust, Bored Rick, Maradona was a brick, Ronald Reagan, Iron Lady, Blind Date and a Test Tube Baby, Steve Davis, different class, Annika Rice is us, Reading Biz, Smash Hits, Berlin Wall, Smash to Bits, Freddy Krueger, I'm Afraid, Rocking Out to Live Aid. We didn't own an iPad,
I've got an old Atari, I've got the cables for it.
only teletexting. We never owned an iPad, never used the sat-nav, only old AA maps. Chopper, Grifter, different strokes, Shepherd Dog, John Noakes, Eric Morecambe, Ernie Wise, watching Eddie Eagle fly, Metal Mickey, Mega Marg, drink Chiara with my dog, Button Moon, Love Boat, half pennies, pound notes, Zippy George, Frankie says, swimming in my PJs, Stir Crazy, Fame and Bod, can I have a pee please Bob, Monkey Magic, Play Away, shops are closed on Sunday, Commodore 64, I can take it anymore. We didn't own an iPad, never heard of texting, only teletexting. We never owned an iPad, never used the sat-nav, only old AA maps. We never had a mobile, all our phones had wires and TVs were hired. We never owned a mobile, never had PlayStations, just imaginations. We never owned an iPad, never stabbed each other, just collecting rubbers. We never owned an iPad, never wore long trousers, played in camps for hours. And now I'm that much older, it seems a world away.
That was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Well played. Well played.
My brother had that Evil Knievel one that you wound it up and it did stunts and stuff.
Yeah, that whole video was like a 1980s flashback of my memories.
Yeah, or late 70s maybe a little as well, eh?
Yeah, could be.
I had like the best sort of figure or doll that I had when I was a kid, like the $6 Million Man. He had like a little red outfit and he had like a girder, like what is it you call them? You know, a metal building thing. Yeah.
Oh, Erector set?
No, you know $6 Million Man, Steve Austin.
I'm sorry.
There was a figure of that.
I'm just kidding. $6 Million Man, yes.
I don't think it was in the video, like, but yeah, he had like this girder that he threw about, and you could peel his arm back, this bit on his arm, and it showed like the sort of electronics on his arm, you know. It was almost like a bit of rubber skin that you pulled back. I think he had it on his leg as well, because I think he had a bionic arm and a bionic leg.
Certainly would have been a cherished toy.
You could look through his eyes, like what his little bionic eye as well.
Wow, how big was that toy?
Just kind of like, you know, a G.I. Joe or Action Man sort of thing.
Oh, but you could look through it. Oh, wow. It would definitely have been a cherished toy. You know what was a very cherished toy that I
It would be quite
admired?
pricey.
It was the Voltron. Do you remember Voltron?
No.
A Voltron was like an assembly of 5 lions, right? And there was a plastic version and there was a metal version. I loved the metal version.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, these lions would fold up and conform into, attach together and form Voltron, right?
Cool.
And yeah, it's very cool. Different upbringings there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you had like an action toy that you could see through, and I had $6 million man. I don't even remember that because that would have been like same here in America. I mean, that was where $6 million man came from, and I don't remember.
Lee
I don't
Majors,
remember
wasn't
even.
it?
Say again?
Lee Majors.
Yeah, Lee Major.
Yeah.
Very good. Yep. I just don't remember seeing that toy on the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah, he was dressed in red with he had a little red tracksuit.
Yeah.
But I think I've looked it up since, and and they're quite expensive to to get.
Oh, I bet.
Get hold of one.
Many thousands probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm. That would be a good toy to have. I mean, you still have that though?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Oh,
I just had it when I was a kid. When you're.
I had some
when you're like
Star. I
seven
had the Millennium Falcon from
Yeah.
Star Wars, right? And I had Luke, I had Darth Vader, Han, Leia, C-3PO, R2-D2. I mean, I had the whole main cast plus Boba Fett and a few others.
Yeah. I had the Rancor monster, and I had the Cantina band, I didn't have a lot of them.
Yeah, you know how much that's worth nowadays? Oh my God, I looked it up on eBay just out of curiosity because I remember having those toys, and for all of them together, everything that it would be over 10,000 right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I remember, my parents were like, your room's a mess and you have too many toys. We're gonna throw out a bunch of shit, and they threw them out. Yeah. I didn't even have a choice on it. And
I've got a friend who, at the moment, he's got thousands of the Star Wars ones. He's got them all in a cupboard that's all lit up on shelves and stuff. He's got tons of other figures, but the cupboard is just mostly Star Wars stuff. He's put glass shelves in and everything.
Oh, that's very cool. Having a collection is valuable these days. Well, and if things get worse, then the collection really doesn't have much value, right?
Yeah.
But I've always been like that ever since I became into survival mode.
Yeah.
Childhood toys and the stuff like that. Childhood memories is all I have.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try and end the stream just now then, man.
Okay.
Just because I'm kind of tired.
Yep. I appreciate you having me on and everything, man. I appreciate the chat.
I was just going to quickly check, see how long it was. It must be around, it's over 4, I think.
Oh, yeah. You can still edit the video.
4, it's exactly 4. So
yep. Yeah.
I'll catch you later then. It's just going to be 4 in 1 minute or something.
Yep.
Okay.
See you, man.
I'll catch you another time. Take care.